I'd like to partially dedicate this video to the YouTube algorithm because it recommended me a video yesterday by Charlie Wright. The video was titled Life as hashtag Not My Roderick, and the title is in reference to a meme that was popular several years ago when a new Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie came out. It was the fourth Wimpy Kid movie. It was based off The Long Haul, which I think I might have read that one. What was controversial about this movie was that it featured an entirely new cast. Obviously, the kids in the OG cast were too old to play middle schoolers by that point, but they also replaced the actors who played the older characters. And most controversially, they casted a new actor for Roderick, the older brother. People really loved Roderick's original actor, and they couldn't accept this new one. Hence the meme, hashtag not my Roderick. Now, I remember when this meme was really big, but honestly, I couldn't give less of a shit that a new Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie was coming out, because by that point, I was in high school. I think I was either 15 or 16 at the time. I outgrew the series. The last Wimpy Kid book I read was probably in 7th grade, so any Wimpy Kid book that came out in like 2014 was probably my last one. So I didn't feel any sense of betrayal over the cast being different in this new movie. But anyway, in the video, the actor talks about this meme and how it impacted his mental health, and the harassment he received for years because he was in a movie that people didn't like, and he replaced an actor that people really enjoyed, and obviously the decision to replace said actor wasn't his. This harkens me back to when people were harassing the voice actress for Ada Wong in the RA4 remake. Now look, I've made it no secret, I really don't care for Ada's voice in the RA4 remake, and honestly, outside of Leon, Ashley, and Luis, I wasn't really a fan of the new cast in general, but Ada was most certainly the worst offender when it came to weak voice acting. I felt she did a little better in the Separate Ways campaign, but anyway, my distaste in how she portrayed Ada aside, I never felt compelled to harass her. And this is something I wish people would stop doing. Just because an actor gives a poor performance, that does not give you free rein to harass them. Here is a pretty famous example. From Wikipedia, in 2012, Jake Lloyd explained that his decision to retire from acting in 2001 was due to bullying at school and harassment by the press, both in response to his role in The Phantom Menace. He played the kid version of Anakin. Now, I can't speak to how bad his performance supposedly was because I've never given a single shit about Star Wars, but all I know is that this kid was relentlessly harassed because people didn't like his role. What more people really need to understand is there is way more to acting than simply putting emotion into words on a script. That character you can't stand on screen likely wasn't the brainchild of the actor portraying said character, but rather the writers who came up with the character. The actors are coached into acting a certain way, saying the words in a certain way that the writers had intended when they were writing the script. The actors are simply doing their fucking jobs, acting in accordance to what they are told. And if the actor was genuinely a bad fit for the character, like Lily Gao for Ada in the RA4 remake, or supposedly this guy for Roderick in The Long Haul, well then point your finger at those who were in charge of the casting. They were the ones who thought this actor would be a good fit for the character when they really weren't. They were the ones who made the poor decision. And of course, there are obviously cases where an actor is legitimately bad at what they do. No matter what character they're portraying, no matter what direction they're given, no matter what script they're reading off of, they can't for the life of them give a good performance. Even then, I don't think it is right to harass an actor. Critique their performances all you want, sure, but when you get to the point where you're sending death threats to the actor, or other heinous things of the sort, what the fuck are you accomplishing? Do you really think that actor reading your message saying, "You suck at acting, go die," or some shit, is going to be like, you know what? This really inspires me to improve my acting skills. Almost certainly not. You would just be some random internet asshole not worth paying any mind to, and from the perspective of the actor, they'd probably be like, well, all of these people who don't like my acting seem to be trolls who want to spam my comments and DMs with the most vile shit, so why should I care about their perspective? It's also ridiculous whenever people harass an actor of a character they hate, but the entire purpose of the character is that they're supposed to hate them. There's the actor who played Joffrey in Game of Thrones, a detestable little shit with no redeeming qualities whatsoever, and that was the entire purpose of the character. The dude got harassment for that role and quit acting for a while, and this certainly isn't some new phenomenon that has come about through social media. Another, much older example would be All in the Family, a sitcom from the 70s, and also my personal favorite sitcom. There's an episode where the wife, Edith, almost gets sexually assaulted, and the guy who played her attacker received a plethora of hate mail after that episode aired. Even though the dude played a rapist, a character you're supposed to be disgusted by, and instead of applauding these actors for being so convincing in their roles that you're supposed to hate, we can't seem to discern between reality and fiction. Oh, this actor played a character that I can't fucking stand. They must be the same in real life. It's called acting. The literal job of these people is to play other people who may not reflect who they really are in real life. And if the actor successfully portrays a role that you're meant to not stand, that means the actor did a strong and convincing performance. We learn by like kindergarten that cartoons aren't real, and when you're harassing an actor because you couldn't stand their character, you're no different than that little kid who can't discern between TV and reality. And if you're disappointed with an actor's performance, then oh well, you can complain about it all you want, but if you send harassment directly towards that actor, that accomplishes fuck all besides showcasing that you're an unhinged asshole. Actors are far more than just the characters they play on screen, and if you have trouble understanding that, then you have issues that you seriously need to address. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.